What's going on, people? This your man, a.k.a. Mr. Low Key Q, a.k.a. Mr. Shot of the Day, a.k.a. First Responder Receptionist, a.k.a. Mr. Chris Sneed, and I'm with Michelle C. on Kandid Kisses TV Comedy Podcast. Y'all make sure y'all follow me on all platforms at It's Chris Sneed, Instagram, Chris Sneed, Facebook, Chris Sneed, YouTube. You catch me all over, man. Come on, let's make it happen, Michelle.
It's the Jill of all trades, Michelle C, a.k.a. DJ Make a Move. She cute. Your host of Kandid Kisses TV, everywhere you need to be. And if you don't know by now, it's not your typical interview, y'all.
Kandid Kisses, blown away. Kandid Kisses, TV for tomorrow. Man, throw that auto-tune on that bitch. Have me sound like Teddy Payne.
Hi there, this is Kim Cole, and you are rocking with Kandid Kisses TV.
It's your boy Talent, baby. Michelle at Kandid Kisses TV with my girl Michelle C. Don't take it personal.
What up, fam? It is your girl, Michelle C, and I'm back like I never left with another dope comedian. But before we get started, you know I got to do it each and every time. I got to threaten you a little bit. Subscribe now. I'm going to tell you, mama, act like she don't raise you right. And I'm so serious about my subscriptions. You know I got to get my Aquarius sisters to tell you how I really feel about it.
I don't want to fuck nobody up.
No.
I don't want to fuck nobody up.
I don't wanna fuck nobody else, but I will.
If I have to.
Your church announcement for Chris Sneed.
Oh, shoot. I like that you did it with your mouth. We ain't got enough money yet to have real sound. We got to get some investors.
We back in here. This internet struggling, but I don't know what's going on, but we in here though.
She's using
Okay,
She's
so
using Wi-Fi from her phone.
You know what? No, I need to use the Wi-Fi from my phone. I'm actually using the hard line, but for whatever reason, they want to act niggified today. But we in here.
Would you got
All right,
that
so
yellow cord running to your computer?
I don't, but maybe I need to.
Yes. No, we good. We in here.
Okay, so I'm finna get in your business just a little bit. So,
All right.
When did you know that the entertainment industry was for you? When did you know you wanted to get into comedy?
Oh man, I think I knew. Well, first of all, as a kid, I just wanted to be on TV as a child. I was a huge Michael Jackson fan as a kid. Never went to his house, but I was a huge Michael Jackson fan, and I just knew I wanted to be on TV. So my first time doing stand-up, I did it at my job. So I did stand-up at my job. My best friend told me, "Hey, you should try stand-up." Then I went to the Improv. I saw D-Ray. And I wasn't doing comedy then. I just seen D-Ray walk out the show with two women. I said, yeah, I'm about to do comedy. I need two girlfriends. But the two girls ain't. No, but really it was. So my homeboy told me to get into stand-up. I was taking acting classes for a long time. Chip Fields, if you don't know her, that's Kim Fields' mom. So I was taking acting classes, and I made all the copies that we were working on funny. And she said, you ever thought about doing stand-up? I was like, yeah, I thought about it, but I'm not sure if that's what I want to do. So I end up trying it at the Comedy Union. You know the Comedy Union, Ian's Mitchell.
Okay.
Yeah, which ain't going on no more. One of the only black comedy clubs out here in LA at one point in time. So I went down there and did an open mic, and I did it. I ended up falling in love with it. And that was the only platform I had to vent and to share my truth was through comedy. So I did it, and 16 years later, I'm still at it. So that's how I got into it.
Now, what you're not going to do is scroll past that you was instructed by Penny Mama. You ain't going to smooth past that real quick. Listen, okay? I'm like, nigga, you done got taught by a legend? You going to just...
By a legend. We went to the same church. That's how I met her. Chip Fields.
Yeah, she's a dope actor. And the funny thing is like that's how you know she's a dope actress because every role she play, you ain't gonna never forget that damn iron. You hear me? So,
Come on now, good times. Yep.
man, I'm telling you, and then her DNA is spitting image because all her kids look just like her. I don't know who the daddy is, but let me tell you something. That daddy ain't got nothing on her face.
Right. Exactly alike. Yep. That was my coach. So anybody watching this know that I'm trained by a professional.
Mm-hmm.
Book me, put me in something. Chip field. Come on now.
Well, Kim producing now. Shoot, did hit up.
Yeah, I did. She didn't respond. She didn't even look at it. I said, me and your mama was tight. I never saw Kim at the church. I just saw Chip and Alexis.
Okay, so then what you need to do, you need to have Kim tell her, because you can't go against mama. Like, hey, look, I tried to hit your daughter. I tried to tell your daughter to put me in some stuff. She left me on red. So come on, Chip, what we doing?
You know what, Michelle? I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna hit up Alexis, the one that's not doing too much. She doing something. Yeah. But I'm gonna hit her up and see what happens. And then I'll throw you in something for encouraging me to hit up the daughter.
That's right. Listen, closed mouth don't get fed. If you can't go to the front, go to the back.
Come on now. Pause.
Preaching on this Monday. Come on now. Let's move on. Okay. So you know what? Who inspired you to be a comedian? Because I know you said she was asking you about. So was she your inspiration to comedy, or did you kind of like it and then jump into it?
You know what? I already liked it, to be honest with you. So as a kid, junior high, middle school, you know what I'm saying? I grew up watching Def Comedy Jam. And to say who really inspired me was Cedric the Entertainer, because at the time, that was one of my favorite comedians. I was about 13 years old, so that was one of my favorite comedians. So Ced kind of inspired me to say, you know what, I can do this. I think I want to do this one day. I just never had the balls to do it.
Listen, Cedric has always been one of my top favorite comedians. But let me tell you who, like, he's still in my top, as you know, the OG. But like, done edged up and just kind of scooted him to the side a little bit.
Right.
My nigga Nate Jackson.
Oh, Nate Jackson.
Listen, I was able to do a whole weekend with Nate Jackson, and I saw him chop up that stage. I said, nigga.
You was at his comedy club in Tacoma?
No. He came. I'm in Atlanta, so he did Atlanta Comedy Theater, the Underground, and he did a whole weekend. So I was able to do the guest spot for the whole weekend. And when I tell you, that was the most diverse crowd I have ever seen in my life and ever performed in front of. Because it was so diverse that he was like, "Hey, what you eat?" For real. And I'm looking like, for real, what is that? Because I ain't never seen a race like that. What is that?
Right.
But it was the dopest weekend. That man had.
They call Nate Jackson the master of crowd work. He came a long way. He dope. Always been funny.
Facts, and because this is what's funny. I found him. I knew about him as a comedian, but I really knew him of acting first because I found him about when he was on Big Josh skits. That's how I found out who he was. And I was like, it's funny. All right, so it wasn't. I didn't even think, he's a comedian too, because the first thing I saw him was in skits. So
right.
The boy bad.
Shout out to Nate Jackson, man.
Candid Kisses TV is brought to you by Kissable Lips Cosmetics. You can be kissed without kissable lips. Shop KissableLipsCosmetics.com today for all your beauty needs. Guess what? Candid Kisses TV has merch. That's right. You can find it at artistperiod.com. We have everything you need. We have hoodies. We have coffee mugs. We even have throw pillows and beach towels for the summer. Get it right. Keep it tight. Listen, everything you need to get your drip right, artistperiod.com has it for you. That's artistperiod.com. Get your drip right with artistperiod.com and Candid Kisses TV. Make sure you get it today.
Okay. Now, as a comedian, As a comedian, I know you have to be a dope writer. When did you know you were a dope writer?
When I wrote, okay, I'm gonna tell you this story that happened. So you know Shawnee O'Neal, Shaq
Mhm.
ex-wife, right?
Yes.
Okay, so not her. Her sister hit me up and said they was looking for black writers. I was like, oh, for a new project coming up a few years ago. I was like, oh yeah. She like, yeah, and I came across you. I think you funny. I've been following you. We went to church together too. And see, everything happened through God.
Come on
So
now.
come on, people. So she DM'd me and said, I said, oh, y'all looking for black writers? I said, I'm a writer. She said, do you have anything you've written, any TV show? I'm like, yes, I do. Didn't have nothing, Michelle.
I know.
And I was like, yeah, when you need it. This was on a Friday. She said, I need it by Sunday.
Hmm.
I wrote a whole TV show, 30 pages, a sitcom, in 2 days, and
Wow.
sent it to her.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
The fact that you knew how to do that, because I can write, but it ain't like I can like if I knew what I wanted in a TV series, could I get the applied the I can give you the shell? Yes, but do I know
Right.
if it's gonna be in the right format? Hell no. I'm just
I
gonna.
knew it was gonna be the right format because I purchased that little $300 writing program on my MacBook. So I wrote it.
gotcha.
Yep, wrote it, sent it in by Sunday.
Wow.
Yep, never heard from her, but I
But you had
did.
the
I
opportunity.
did. I wrote a whole sitcom.
But now you know you can do it. Whether she picked it up or not, you know you got the skill set now.
Yeah, I got the skill set. My back was against the wall. You'd be surprised what you can do when your back against the wall, though.
Listen, you ain't. I'm my back against the wall tomorrow, but I'm ready. Because I got to go to court tomorrow. But look, I done looked through all the paperwork. I'm coming in like I'm Johnny Cochran tomorrow. They ain't ready for me.
Right, you're gonna be the best liar you ever been.
But you know what's funny? It's not even that I'm like you know how the little creditor people come for you, and there's consumer right laws that protect you from that. And you know, you can hire somebody, but it's going to cost you more money to hire somebody to get you off of it versus you just looking it up yourself. And when I looked it up, I was like, this is exactly what they're doing. I can use this clause against them, and if that doesn't work, guess what I can do? I can turn around and sue you back. So that's the only reason I'm like not. Normally you be in court, you be nervous because I know I ain't did shit, but I'm just like, you know what? I don't normally want to. You want to come in humble at court, but tomorrow I'm coming in on defense. I say, and Your Honor, according to Consumer Act right, blah blah blah. I'm gonna run down my list, and if that shit don't work, I'm gonna look at that goddamn attorney and be like, and you will be sued immediately because I'm going right down the hall, and I'm not gonna just sue you for the money that you think you're trying to get from me, nigga. I'm finna go for the whole guap. I'm suing y'all out for $50,000. You hear me?
So they trying to sue you for something that you didn't pay for?
Right. So you know how it's a collection agency.
Okay.
So, but this debt was from 5 years ago. I didn't forgot about the damn credit card.
Yeah, you didn't pay them.
But what happens is people don't tell you this when you have a debt that's been in collections, the main creditor, they write it off and they get a 1099 and they get their money and then they just sell it to another collection agency.
Right. Okay.
What happens is the collection agency comes after you because basically they just bought the debt. They'll be like, well, I want to get my money, because I just bought this debt. And they might have bought that. Your debt might have been $500 and they bought it for 10 cents. And then they want you to make a payment plan to pay them. But what they don't tell you is because of course that would work against the system. The consumer right says they don't have the right to come after you to sue you for something if they're not the original creditor. So basically they're falsifying, saying that they're lawyers. And you're like, nigga, when I look up your company, you're not lawyers and you don't represent, you're the successor of them. So which means you just bought their debt, but you're not a lawyer and that works for that company, which means you are fraudulent and you are falsely trying to get money from me, which is illegal according to consumer. Get out of my face.
Oh, come on. This is about to be the best podcast you done ever had after this. See, you breaking down knowledge. This going a lot of us out. A lot of us minorities that owe or quote unquote owe. You know what I'm saying? So who's against the law after they take on your debt? They cannot come after you talking about you owe X, Y, and Z. Y'all took on the debt.
Let me tell you something. And the judge is, you would think the judge trying to help you. No, the judge is against, because they a lawyer too. They trying to help their buddy. They gonna try to side with them. They hoping you gonna be ignorant and just be like, okay, well, you can give me a judgment. Nigga, judge not. I wish you would try to give me a judgment and see I ain't finna sue the fuck out y'all.
What? Oh, case closed. There it is.
Try it. And I'm look, like whatever happens tomorrow, whether they take my side or whatever the case may be, I am suing you. So at least I feel good in that.
Right.
No matter what happens. So for anybody that's listening, look up your consumer rights. It's a I'm gonna post it in the thing after I edit it because there's an actual it's a a code like 169 Act blah blah blah. But look it up and listen, that's the one. That's all you need.
Consumer rights. Come on now.
And after, don't let that judge call you a debtor. No, I'm not a debtor. I'm a consumer.
You're a consumer.
Words make a difference because if you say
yeah.
No, I am a consumer. Prime example, when we do this comedy thing and people are hitting you up about getting a deposit for headlining or whatever, you don't say what a deposit. You said my retainer fee. A lawyer taught me that.
Right.
Because that retainer fee, that means you're just retaining my time on my calendar. And it's a non-refundable retainer. So if something happens, the show cancels or whatever, guess what you ain't getting back? And what you can't get back is that retainer, because a deposit, and it implies that you will give it back. A retainer says, no, you're retaining my time.
Yep.
Y'all better write that down, retainer.
Write that down. Right. All them comedians out there, retainer fee.
Listen, okay.
Come on now. You speaking some real shit right now.
Look, when you don't been through some shit, you find out the loopholes.
Come on. Right.
So we are moving on. Okay. What was one of the most memorable times you had on stage?
I would say the time my belt buckle broke and my pants was coming down, and I had a sequence of jokes I was going to do. I had my first joke, my second joke, and my closer. I was so damn nervous. I did my closer first, and I ran out of material. And shout out to Rodney Perry for making it happen. I did the Comedy Union on a Friday night, which was one of the most popular nights in LA. KJLH was there, everybody there. Rodney Perry got me on stage, and right before I got up, he tapped me on the shoulder. He said, "Sneed, don't fuck this up." Now, why would you tell me that? That's exactly what I did when I got on stage. Fucked everything up. So I did my last joke first, started making up the rest of my set. My belt buckle broke, my pants wouldn't stay up. And that probably the most memorable night I ever had in comedy. Bombed. Horrible.
Oh, God. So your pants didn't fall off though, did they? Because that would have been even worse.
My pants didn't fall off. I probably got standing ovation for that. But my pants, my pants stayed on.
You know what? Let me ask you this, like, because everybody's bomb is different. Did you feel like it was a bomb because you misplaced your jokes, or did they just stare at you looking stupid?
I felt like it was a bomb because I wasn't being honest. I was just coming up with something, talking about being married. I wasn't married. I was talking about me and my 4 kids. I had 1 son. So I didn't even believe what I was saying. So I knew they didn't.
Right.
So I was just making up shit, trying to get myself out of this hole while holding my pants up, making sure they didn't fall. Yeah, fuck the whole setup.
You know what? One of them. Nigga, I know you was hurt. Oh, I know you was hurt.
Nigga, I was hurt. Trash.
Did you go immediately home, or did you kind of linger around?
I lingered around. But I was like off by myself, and I didn't want to be no little punk about it. So I was off to myself. I come back up, yeah, man, shit, man, crazy little set tonight. You know what happened? They're like, nah. And that's what Rodney said, nigga, you got 4 kids? I was like, nah. He said, well, you married? I said, no. He said, well, why did you say that? I said, because I didn't know how to dig myself out this hole. So I was coming up with shit that I thought that they thought was funny. Right. And none of it worked.
Yeah, because you ain't had no confidence in the lie.
At all.
You got to be confident about your lie.
You got to be confident about your lie. I wasn't confident at all, Michelle. I didn't believe none of that shit I was saying. I wasn't confident in none of it. These niggas was looking at me like, huh?
But look,
no
have you been in a situation where, I mean, obviously that was not a good one, but like, because a lot of people look at bombs differently. Some people's like, oh, well, they were too quiet, so that's a bomb. And then sometimes people, they say, I don't know if it's true, they say if the audience is quiet, it's not that you're bombing, they're actually listening. You got them tuned in. And I'm like, I don't know, because I'm like, now, please, I don't want a bomb. But I
Right.
think the only time that I felt like it was a bomb is because it was an audience that they were just staring at me. Nobody had a smile on their face or nothing. They were just staring at me. So when it got time to get finished, normally I'm like, all right, well, y'all been an amazing audience or whatever, but they weren't amazing because they were just staring at me. So I was just like, y'all have been amazingly quiet. I hollered y'all, but I felt so like, what is wrong with y'all? Like, do I have to tickle you? Like, what's going on? And then Steve Brown came in, he was like, listen, he said, don't ever address the elephant in the room when it's like that. He was like, because regardless of how you felt you did, if you wouldn't have said that, it would have been, you would have been fine. And I was just like,
Mm.
okay. So the key is fuck them. And ever since then, I'd be like, fuck them. And I don't even care no more whether y'all laugh or not. Fuck you. I'm out. I
So
don't say that, of course.
let me ask you something. What's a bomb to you? What do you think a bomb is?
Bomb to me is literally someone staring at me and not cracking a smile. So I'm just like, are you paying attention? But then I start rethinking about it because prime example, I'm known for resting bitch face. And a lot of
Mhm.
time, oh Michelle, I thought you was mean. And I'm like, why? It's because you be over to the side by yourself or you just be chilling. And I'm like, exactly, I be chilling. Why do you think I'm mean? And they're just
Mhm.
like, cause the expression on your face. 90% of the time, whatever that expression is, I'm probably thinking about bills or some shit. I'm not thinking about you looking at me. I'm like, I got so much going on in my mind. I'm not focused on people staring at me. So then when I thought about it like that, I'm like, when I'm looking at an audience and maybe if they're not smiling or whatever, like maybe they just got bills or they got shit going on. Maybe, and so I don't think about it like that no more. But I used to
Ah.
think about it. If you're just staring at me, you don't fuck with me.
I mean, well, the whole point is for them to be laughing, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. So if they staring at you and not cracking a smile, a giggle, a chuckle, nothing,
Yeah.
they're not fucking with you.
Right. But see, this is what I learned to protect my spirit.
Okay.
If you don't fuck with me, I don't fuck with you either. So I don't care. One thing Rodney Perry told me, he said, when you were like, because when you newer, because I'm newer in the comedy game, I've been behind the scenes of it for years, but I'm like 3 years in. So what happens is he was like, pick somebody in the audience to talk to. And I was like, that helped a lot because normally you have to learn the difference when you're new in the game. Am I
Right.
talking to them or am I talking at them? You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? And when I started, I was talking at them. I was just like, hey, this one, whatever. But now I'm just like, fuck it. Hey, sis, let me tell you something. And so if I can pick somebody and, when I feel like it's kind of not going how I feel like it should go, as soon as I pick somebody to talk to, I'm smooth sailing again. What, like, I don't know what y'all got going over there, but this bitch is listening to me. You know what I'm saying? So
That keep your confidence.
absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I mean, like I had, how you have days where you're doing the whole weekend, and like Friday, I just had 2 shows or whatever. The first show, niggas was hollering, they were, oh, it was so funny. Second show, they was like, ha ha, ha ha. I'm like, nigga, do I have to press play every time I want? Like, what's going on? But it's different audiences, so I
Yeah,
just be like,
every show is different.
exactly. So I'm just like,
Mhm.
if I gave a fuck, my feelings would be hurt. So I just learned to not give a fuck no more. I mean, still do your job, but don't give a fuck whether they like it or not. Because I'm just when I go on stage, I'm not making up shit. I'm talking about what the fuck I'm going through,
Right.
and ain't nobody beat me better than me.
Well, you
So,
gotta be honest. You gotta be honest with yourself.
listen, I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
Oh, who is your favorite person to make laugh that you know personally?
My favorite person to make laugh. Let me see. I gotta think about that one. That I know personally. Shit.
Uh-oh.
That I know personally. My favorite person. You know what? I I make everybody laugh. You know what I'm saying? I don't. It ain't nobody that I know personally that ain't laughed at you know what I'm saying, at me. Nobody. Let me think about it. Nope. Ain't nobody ain't laughing. Well, let me say this. Let me say my mama shit. I
Okay.
I, I go with Miss Margaret.
I know that's right.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite person. Yeah, I make laugh. She hard to make laugh too.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I know what I make. I made her laugh. I bought her a coat, a peak coat, this past Christmas. It was too small. I got it for like $6. at the store. And she put it on and kind of tore a little bit under the arms. I posted it on my social media too. Margaret cussed me out. Where the hell you get this goddamn Pico from downtown? I'm like, nah, take this shit back. I was like, you don't have a receipt. Went in the bathroom. She looked at it again. Her arms got stuck, and then she put her hands up. It pissed her off. But I had her laughing off that peacoat though. The peacoat stopped at her waist. It was supposed to be long. I thought it was gonna come down to her knees. You know, one of them long peacoats for the winter. It stopped at her waist. The little thing to tie around your stomach.
Timu?
From Timu?
She was sick of your ass. So I'm trying to tell you.
I got a peacoat from a store that said no exchanges, no receipts, but no exchanges. No, you can't bring it back. You niggas asked me if I still wanted a receipt. I was like, what's the point of the receipt? I can't exchange it and bring it back.
Man.
Oh, yeah, pissed her off.
What singer do? Hey, what singer do? Hey, yo. What singer do? What singer do? Hey, cuz. What singer do, cuz? Singer do is a music game that all can play. All you have to do is sing the melody of the song on the card using only the word do.
Do. Same genre. Do.
What?
Do. Do 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 do.
Kick off my shoes and relax my feet. Get ticket.
Do 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 do
Do do do do do.
We'll make you do do.
You got your family and they need you there. But I try to resist being last on your list, but no other girl's gonna do.
Order your copy today at singadude.com.
But we laughed about that all Christmas.
It sounded like Margaret got a little bit of Linda in her because my mama is the most ridiculous, hilarious. Like she one of them people that she would pray for you and cuss you out 2 seconds later.
That's Margaret. Yeah,
she one of them.
Yep.
Listen, they from that old. Let me tell you something. The funniest thing, my mama do a lot of stupid shit. Because a lot of times I be doing sets about her. She's like, why you don't never invite me to the show? I'm like, because I don't want to hear no smoke when I get off the stage. Because 90% of my shit be about you. So, but you know how people be fussing about taking the trash out and dump stuff. And I was just telling about some old stuff. I was like, man, mama used to get on my nerves today, take out the trash or whatever. Like, that ain't my job. That ain't my ministry. Because I have an older brother. And normally taking out the trash was his job. So then when it got to the point, because we're 8 years apart, when I'm there younger, she was like, why you ain't take out trash? Nigga, that has never been my job. What is wrong with you? And so I'm like, so we were fussing about it all the time. And I was like, I told her one day, I was like, that ain't my ministry. Well, bitches, washing your ass in ministry, because goddamn it, you gonna do some damn chores around here. I'm just like, you know what? She always got something ignorant to say.
You take out the trash now, though.
You know
wait,
what?
hold on. You married?
No.
Who take out the trash?
This is the point, though. This is the point I'm making. It ain't about the trash. It's just more so when you good and grown, you take out that trash when you get good and goddamn ready. You don't, it's not like a, you know what I'm saying? Like when you've been on your own for 15, 20 years, it's just like that. I mean, real talk. When you got on your own, got your own house or whatever, did you do half of the stuff that your parents made you do when you got in your home? Me
personally? Yeah. I tell you this. I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I don't know if I got PTSD or whatever, but I'm a real tidy, clean person. Now I didn't do the shit at her house that she wanted me to do, but once I got my own, all the stuff she wanted me to do at her house, I did it at my own spot. Chris, get your ass up, clean up that kitchen, wash them dishes. I don't want to see a dish in there.
Okay.
And I would take my time at her house, but when I finally got my own stuff, I can't see a dish in the sink at all.
Now, there's certain things that I did carry to my home. Like, I wouldn't have no dishes in the sink. I wouldn't like certain stuff. And then, but I ain't gonna lie, like I said, the trash was not my thing. It has not been programmed in my mind to take out trash. So like when it came to the trash and take it, I will pull it up and take it out, but it'll sit in the garage until it's trash time. Because I'm not gonna go and put it in like nigga, it'll get there. As long as it don't stink, I'll take it to the trash when I get to it. It's never gonna be now. So that's just like, because you know how your parents give you that, like you said, the PTSD. If you don't do it now, you're gonna get your ass whipped. I'll be like, and I'm like, nigga, I'm paying all these bills. Fuck that trash. I'm gonna take that shit out when I get good, goddamn ready. So yeah, it's certain things I was just like, nope, that trash gonna get whenever I get ready. Fuck it.
Now, what I didn't do is keep my credit A1 like she put in me when I first got out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I ain't give a fuck about them bills.
My
Back
credit
then,
was A1 until you start messing with family and they be like, let me put you on my guarantee. And that's the only thing that messed my little shit up. But I'm like, I done got it back together now. But I feel you on that.
oh yeah, you can't mess with family member with kind of credit now.
Never again.
No, them the
You
worst
live,
ones.
you live, you learn. Cause boy, listen.
Right.
So, what's one challenge that you had to face in the industry, and how did you overcome it?
Let's see. When social media first came up, when the Instagram was popping, and then a lot of my close comedian friends started linking up and getting these clicks.
Mm-hmm.
That was a little challenge that I faced because I saw a lot of my colleagues in comedy going like this
Mm-hmm.
while I was still here, right? So I felt like because we were tight, we was friends, and we started the game together. All their success and what they was doing, I'm like, damn, y'all didn't come back and put me on nothing. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like I thought we was cool. So I start looking at other niggas' careers, thinking that mine was supposed to go the way they went. And if it didn't,
Mhm.
y'all niggas supposed to put me on y'all stuff. But I realized in this game, it's not like that. So what I start doing is just, you know what? Focus on me, and what God has for me is for me. I got a lot of friends who's doing a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying? Putting out movies, shooting specials, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And I used to feel like, why y'all didn't have me come? Y'all on the road, why y'all ain't got me featuring for you? So
That part.
that was a challenge. So
Mhm.
for comedians watching this, just know that your success and your path that God has for you is for you. You can't look at what the other niggas is doing and how successful they are. And I got some close friends that's really moving. These niggas don't put me on nothing.
But let me
But
ask
but
you,
that's not their obligation either. You know
this
what I'm
is
saying?
true. But let me ask you this: have you ever asked, or did you just sit back and wonder why?
Man, I didn't ask, and niggas that told me, yeah, I got you, and I ain't
Okay,
never heard from them.
okay, because I mean, sometimes people just be scared to ask. So I'll be like, nah, I'm gonna ask, and the worst you can say is no. If you say no, fine, I'm gonna ask somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So I feel what you're saying because I literally just had a conversation with a comedian that I consider we cool. And he had a big show, put a whole bunch of people on. I'm like, what the fuck? And why you ain't hit me up? Considering, because I thought we was cool or whatever the case may be. And I've told you, I asked you several times before a show date, what's up with the spot? Dude was like, oh, I ain't picked nobody yet. I ain't picked nobody yet. And the last time I asked him, it was like 2 days later, the whole lineup was done. I said, but okay. So normally I would just, let it go, which I did because it's not that big of a
yep,
deal. But I was just like, but no, this time I need answers. Why did that happen? And we had the conversation when he explained what was going on. I was like, okay, cool. Now, whether he told me the truth or not, I don't know. But at least I was bold enough to say, okay, I'm gonna ask you this time because I'm not gonna allow this to keep happening and people think they can just tell me some bullshit and think it's all good. So I'm just like,
right,
okay, and even if he did give me bullshit, that's fine. But at least he know I'm gonna ask. And so next time you see me, all right, nigga, I need to let me just tell her up front. Cause like the worst thing you can do to me is lie. Like I
right,
can accept a lot of stuff, but don't lie to me because it's like the lie. Once I find out you lie, that hurts worse.
right.
You
Just
want to
tell
say,
me no.
huh?
Just tell me no. Tell me you can't do it.
That's what I'm saying. Like if I ask you, hey Chris, can I be on your show? And you'd be like, nah, I got my show booked up today. All right, cool. I'm not mad at the no. I would be more mad that if you like, yeah, I got you. And then I pull up and then you'd be like, oh, we'll see what. No, nigga, don't explain. You could have just told me no.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Michelle had a
But
nigga say, when I'm available, hey, what days you available? Gave my days. Okay, cool. I got you on this day. Never heard from him. Nigga, book somebody else. But I've learned dealing with people.
facts.
I know this. Nobody owed me a damn thing. You know what I'm saying? I do. Oh, show me some respect. Of course, we're gonna respect each other. But no, you don't owe me nothing, and I'm what you own, nigga. If you ain't gonna do it, just tell me no. But don't come to me and ask me some dates, and I tell you what I'm available, and you be like, okay, and then that be it. You got another nigga on the show.
That part.
Yeah, I don't get butthurt by somebody not putting me on something. I don't care because I'm gonna work regardless. But it's just that I don't know, man. Just don't be telling me you're gonna do something for me or whatever, and then that be it. So I'm what you on.
Hey, let me tell you something. I had to learn the hard way because I used to tell, like, my mom is very sensitive, and she would be fussing about something that was happening to something, and I'll be like, "Mommy, you got to realize everybody ain't got the same heart as you." And as I'm telling her that now in this comedy career, I'm just like, "Shit, I need to take my own advice."
Mm-hmm. Come on now.
So it'll be so,
yep.
We are moving on. Okay, name one entrepreneur you admire and why.
Let's see. I admire Kevin Hart. What he doing?
Facts.
From clothing line to vegan restaurant to podcast to the LOL network. I'm like, I admire that. That's dope. And I mean, because the nigga never stopped working.
You ain't lying.
Never stopped working. Never stopped promoting. You know, sometimes I see a lot of comics. Man, I ain't posting. I'm doing this. I ain't trying to get people to come out.
It's like a job.
For a guy to be at that caliber and still move like I'm still trying to get it, I admire that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's easy to get lazy.
Facts.
I've seen a lot of comics that's on and got Netflix specials and ain't really writing nothing new. And these specials are starting to look the same. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't got lazy. They didn't got some money. Now they didn't got lazy, so they're not putting the work in. Yes. So I admire Kevin Hart, man, still doing what he doing and acting like he just got in the game.
I know that's right. You know what? Let me ask you something, especially when you just said writing something new, right? When you started in comedy, because you know when you're starting, you want to make sure you smash every stage and you hitting it every time. When did you because I hear so many different things where they say, well, you know, you want to master that one set, so everything, you know, change it up and add this to it, whatever, and just stay on that one set. When did you feel comfortable enough to, you know, drift from the script and start doing other stuff? Because I got like pages of stuff that I could do that are new stuff, but it's like, but if you're doing guest spots or if you're going to showcase, you have to hit them with your hardest shit. So when do you feel comfortable enough to try the new shit?
When I realized I wasn't afraid to fail, I'm not afraid to not get a laugh. Once I got to that point, I was like, it don't matter. I've been on shows, sold out shows, and said something that I've never said before, or that I've only worked out once or twice. You understand what I'm saying? But I still had the confidence to say, listen, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna use this punchline. If it don't work, I know where I can go back to. But you got to get to the point where you comfortable with you. You know what I'm saying? I've been on so many shows. I've proven my funny already. So, you know, I go up there and do something new that I never said before because I'm okay with the silence now. I'm okay if I don't get them the first time I say it. I'm okay with it. But it take a lot of confidence and a lot of you hitting a lot of stages to get to that point. So I'm okay.
What year was that for you? Year one, year two?
My 10th year. I mean, it took 10 years to feel that way. Yeah, 10 years.
Because you know what? I feel you. I feel the confidence is not what's lacking. It's the not having enough time to do it. You know what I mean? Because people like, well, like, you know, yeah, I see that set getting better, but, you know, when you going to try the other stuff I heard you say? And I'm just like, but nigga, if you only get 5 minutes, how you going to try it?
Yeah, that's hard. That's hard.
So that's why I was just like, you know what? I'm going to start, because I used to do my own shows. I was like, I'm going to have to just start doing my own shows again so then I can just flush out the shit. Because it's like, I know it's funny, but you know, when you got sold, like you're opening it for sold out shows, it's just like, nigga, I ain't finna try no new shit on this sold out show. You crazy as hell.
Right. I'm gonna do what work in front of this paid audience.
That part.
Yeah.
But we were just talking about it the other day, like we can shit. So, but
yeah, if you get 15 minutes, you can throw some new stuff in the middle You can get them
Exactly.
going at first, and then
Mhm.
throw that new stuff in the middle. And if it don't hit, you know you
Yeah.
can come back to what you know that's gonna work. But I
'Cause that's
I work on my new stuff on paid gigs. Like I do a lot of private shows. So if I
yeah.
get to a birthday party or something, I'm gonna throw it in there.
Oh
I'm not at
yeah.
a comedy club. I'll be at a house, at a hall. I'm gonna work out my new material on this private gig I just booked.
Now let me tell you something. Like you said, the little private gigs, I don't mind working it out there, but it's like anytime, like in the only time, and like on open mics, right? They be like, that's the best time to try it. I'm like, is it though? Because there be a lot of comics out there, and them niggas be stealing. So
Niggas are still, even if you put it on social media. So we can't, ain't nothing we can do about that.
this is true. Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
We
That's
can't.
the I never understood when people say you can't copyright a joke. You can, but it's just like, but what's the point?
Right. So don't worry about the open mic, Michelle. If a nigga gonna steal your stuff, they gonna steal it. Nigga gonna steal something you said off this podcast. If they want to steal it, make it a sketch, or whatever. So we can't worry about that. I've got jokes, quote unquote, stolen from me. Or, you know, they probably don't feel like they stole it. The same thing happened to me. It's
Right.
nothing we can do about it no more.
Let me ask you this before you move on. Are you a snitch when it comes to comedy stealing? Meaning, like, if you sat there in a comedy room and you saw somebody do one of your homeboys joke and you know that's their joke, you snitching? Or are you just gonna be like, oh yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna tell my homeboy. Yeah, I'm gonna tell him.
okay? Because I be
No,
feeling bad when I be seeing niggas. I'm like, that nigga, no. And then this will make it so fucked up. I saw this nigga steal one of my homeboys' joke, and he only stole it because the nigga was out of town. I was like, wow, you know this nigga touring right now. Oh, come on, cuz.
oh yeah. But I'll say something to the nigga that stole it. Hey, yo, bro, you know Dwayne Johnson do the same shit. Just I mean, for back just like you, bro. You know him? He got the same exact joke. I tell that dude too. My homie got the same joke as you.
Okay, so you kind of just like, I'm gonna put it out there, nigga. I know what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm just saying, right. Yeah. Now I don't know if you've seen him before, but I'm just gonna let you know that Michelle C got the same joke that I just heard you say. That's it.
Let me
That's
tell
all.
you what. I was in the green room one time. I ain't gonna say the names because these are very popular people, but let me tell you something. It was a show I was on, and the feature ended up apparently saying one of the headliners' jokes. So he pulled him to the side. He was like, "Hey, when you say this part right here, just I got a joke like that. So don't say that on the second show." And I thought that was very diplomatic how he handled it. I was like, "Oh, that was cool." So I was like, "Okay, cool." So the dude, the feature was just like, nah, man, that's my shit. I've been doing that for about 20 years, for 20 years or whatever, trying to act like it was his. He was like, yeah, well, don't do it no more. And so the next show, the headliner was like, hey, can I use your tripod real quick? I was like, yeah. So he goes out there to set up a tripod. When the feature gets ready to come off stage, well, before he gets off the stage, we're in the back of the green room, and we're watching it on TV. So we're all talking about. He's like, "Yeah, I can't believe that nigga stole my joke," and then he's gonna try to act like it wasn't none of his. And they talk about it or whatever. So while he's fussing about that, he hears him on the TV. He was like, "Wait a minute, y'all, shut up! Did that nigga just steal another one of my jokes?" And I looked at the headliner. I said, "Yo, he did exactly what you wanted him to do." He was like, "What you mean?" I said, "You told him not to do that other joke. You didn't tell him not to steal the rest of your shit. He followed instructions." he said, "Get your ass out of here." So it was so funny because then when
nigga stole, well, he said another joke of his.
Yes. And he looked at me, the headline looked at me and said, he was like, at this point, he's a fan. I was like, well, obviously, but you know what I'm saying?
And you can't say his name. You can't keep it Cat Williams.
Oh no, I'm not. Look, I am a baby in this industry. I ain't got time to be spilling tea. Now I'll tell you offline, but I ain't gonna tell you in the streets. But yeah, when the feature came down, he can't cut. The headliner was holding it like in my little tripod, and he was fixing it. So when the feature came down, he went to go talk to him, like, how was that? Man, he played it off like he ain't see him or whatever. Then the feature comes straight to me. Hey, Michelle, how was that? I was like, how was what? He was like, myself. I was like, nigga, I don't know, I'm paying attention. And he was just like, man, you were supposed to be paying attention. I was like, nah, nigga, you just played yourself because old boy ain't fuck with you right now. You trying to come to me like you need it. I am 3 years in, nigga. You don't give a fuck what I think about your set. Go sit down. Come on.
But you can't do that 3 years in.
You know what's so funny? The person that I'm talking about right now, That's the one that just stole the other person's joke that was on out of time. You know what? I said, so at this point, you a known joke thief. Because he even touched, like he did like a little spot in front of mine because before I did my guest spot, and he even touched into some of my stuff. I was like, oh yeah, this nigga be stealing. Okay, now I know how to get stay away from you.
He gonna go far. He gonna make it.
Oh really? Okay.
He gonna go far in the game.
Yeah, if he don't get ass kicked.
That ain't stopping niggas. They just move to another city.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, he's been in the game for a minute. So I don't know how far that means, but he's been in the game for a minute. So anyway.
I don't respect it.
So,
but they out here doing it. So
yep. What are some words of wisdom you would give any upcoming entertainer or entrepreneur?
Worry about yourself. Understand your talent has a little bit to do with making it. It's not about your talent at all, but it's about building relationships and being likable and staying solid. Building relationships and being likable will get you further than your talent. Your talent is only 30% when it comes to making it in this business. Being likable. You can be absolutely non-talented, non-funny, but likable and have a relationship with somebody, and they will put you on because you're solid and you ain't in no bullshit and you ain't stealing.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? Just build your relationships and be cool, man, while you're working on your craft, and people will give you an opportunity because they like you.
Facts. That's what I'm talking about. Words to live by. Well, now we are ready to get into the fun segments of the show. Our first one is kiss or diss. You deciding who you kiss and who you dissing between the celebrity crushes. All right. First one, Regina Hall or Taraji P. Henson. Who you kissing, who you dissing?
I'm gonna kiss Regina.
Okay.
And this Taraji. Even though I like Taraji, I want to kiss them both, but I'm gonna kiss Regina if I had to pick one.
Why? Cause she funny.
She funny, and I just like her whole. I just like everything about her little spirit and everything. Beautiful. But I mean, Taraji beautiful too. Yeah. But that's a hard choice.
This is true. You know, they kind of similar to me. I feel like they should be cousins or something.
Yeah. They same complexion, little brown skin, and and Taraji funny too.
Oh yeah, facts.
Yeah. But Taraji seem like, you know what I'm saying, y'all get into it, she'll fuck you up. I'm see that baby boy shit is stuck in me. I didn't type that in my head.
She's like, stop cheating on me, Jody.
Right.
All right. We moving on. Beyonce or Meg Thee Stallion? Who you kissing? Who you dissing?
I'm a kiss Beyonce. I'm a kiss Beyonce. Meg Thee Stallion dope, but I gotta kiss Beyonce. The reason is because I like her style. She seems like she smells good all the time. You know what I'm saying? I just saw Meg Thee Stallion in that Planet Fitness commercial. I don't know. And then I ain't like her beef with Nicki Minaj either.
Wait a minute. So because Meg go to the gym, you think she's musty all the time? I don't understand.
Yep, it got me. She got me. I saw that Planet. It messed me up.
Beyonce
be working out with 20 people behind her.
I can't. All right. We got Louise Jefferson or Shirley from What's Happening. Who you kissing? Who you dissing?
I'm gonna go with Shirley from What's Happening. We got the same kind of hairstyle. She been wearing a sponge here since the early 80s.
Facts.
I'm gonna go with Shirley.
All right, we are moving on to DAQs. That stands for dumbass questions. They're just random fun questions I want answers to. What was the worst job you've ever had?
Oh, I used to hold a sign. One of them signs is for taxes. Get your taxes done here.
Oh hell no!
In the summer, and they fired me from that because I had the arrow pointing to another business. So
you couldn't even hold the sign right.
I didn't even hold the sign right. I wasn't one of them niggas that spin the sign and spinning and all that. I didn't want to do that job anyway. $14 an hour. I was down on my luck. That was the dumbest job I had. Hold a damn sign in the middle of the summer in LA, 95 degrees outside. I was close to it. They was having them little brush fires at the time, so it was really hot.
No.
Yeah, I had the sign pointing to
Why did you pick that job?
I didn't pick it. Was a one of them temp jobs. So I go in the morning and see what they had for me. It's like only thing we got is the sign holder. Can you do that?
Oh.
And there used to be a pool of names. I was the only nigga in the pool, and everybody passed up on the sign job. So I was like, fuck it, I'll do it.
Right.
And them niggas let me go because I had the arrow point to the Starbucks, and it was supposed to be a furniture shop.
So you couldn't, direction was just not, how you fuck up the direction? It's a sign. You didn't point to the, child.
Man, but
You like, you really didn't give a damn. You like, just give me the check. Nigga, you probably
I
had
didn't
the
want to do that
same
shit.
head.
I didn't even get the full 16 an hour. I did 30 minutes. It was $8.
Nigga, you okay, listen. I thought I was bad. I done quit a job because I couldn't find a parking space. So I feel you.
You couldn't find a parking space?
Yes, I left immediately. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was at the airport. Like, you know, the airport, they'd be like, you got to go in the parking lot, see it.
Yeah, then they take you in the shuttle and then they take you to the rest of the.
I ain't feel like figuring it out.
Well, at least you quit. These niggas let me go.
No, I didn't quit. I just didn't. Well, quitting means like you went and told them I no longer want to work here.
You call, no show.
Yeah, so kind of. What happened was.
And then went home and had to look for a parking spot at your spot.
So look, what happened was the first day I was looking for the parking lot fee, and I'm looking all over, and I could not find it to save my life, and I didn't want to be late. So I was like, "Fuck it, I'll just park here." So I parked there. I go to work the whole day. When I leave that day, as I'm parking, like pulling out the parking lot, he was like, "That'll be $5." I was like, "I don't have it," and he was like, "Well, you need to find it because it's $5." I said, "Sir, this is my first day. I cannot find parking lot fee. I don't know where it's at, and I don't have $5." And he was like, "Well, you got to figure out something." I say, "So you think I'm going to call somebody from my house to come down here to give me $5?" I was like, "I'm not lying to you. Look, I can check the dashboard. But I don't have $5 to give you, so I don't." So he was just like, "All right, I'm going to let you go this time, but don't park here tomorrow." I was like, "All right, bet." So I made a vow to myself when I get, to work the next day, I'm going to get up extra early. I'm going to make sure I find this parking lot. I drove around that damn spot for an hour and still cannot find a parking spot. I called and I said, "Hey, I had a problem getting out of parking yesterday. Nigga was mad because I ain't had a $5. I'm here and I've been here, but I can't find the parking lot. You're telling me to locate so I can come in the job." And they said, "Okay, well, just park anywhere and we'll pay you once you get in here." And I was so frustrated that I was looking for an hour. I was like, "All right, cool." I just went home.
Was this LAX?
Huh?
Was this out here, LAX in LA?
No, this is Atlanta Hartsfield Airport.
Oh, okay.
I just like, yeah, I done drove around an hour. I'm going home. I think I was like 16 at the time. I came home. My mom was like, "Oh, they let you off early?" I was like, "Oh, no, I quit." She was like, "You started yesterday." And I said, "I quit today." So, fuck it. Anyway. If you could crip walk on anyone in your past that you know personally with no consequences, who would it be?
If I can crip walk. I crip walk. Yeah, I crip walk on my second baby mama. Yeah. Damn. All on her face. Nigga, don't act like a bitch. Boom, boom.
Hey, we don't condone violence on this show, but I feel you, sir. Sometimes
you said crip walk. You didn't say hit her or nothing. And I'm crip walking with spikes on my boots. You know the boots that they wear when they climb the cable pole.
You ain't shit.
Things? Yeah, I'm doing that.
You know how they had them post on social media? Would you smack your ex for $15 million? Nigga, immediately. Shit.
Hey, Michelle, my left foot gonna crip walk on my baby mama, and then my right foot gonna quit walk on my brother. So I got two faces.
Lord. All right. I got one. Oh, what's one embarrassing moment from your childhood that you're willing to share?
I think when I slapped this girl.
Oh, you violence. You be whooping people ass.
Hold on, let me tell you how old I was. No, put me out there. Like I was 11.
Okay.
So what happened was the little Latino girl. We in the classroom. I'm taking a test, right? And I'm taking the test, and I'm thinking, and I'm talking to myself. Okay, if I carried it, and she's like, "Come on, shh, you're too loud. Shut up." I was like, "Hey, come on, man, don't tell me to shut up." And
Right.
I'm saying what I'm saying. She told me to shut up again. I was like, you know what? Make me. And she came over there, slapped the dog shit up out me. She slapped me. And when she did that, I just slapped her right back with my backhand. That's the only way I was 11, 12 years old. I was in middle school. Yep. That was an embarrassing moment because when I slapped her, my slap was a little different. She had the little thing to go over her head that flew off. You know, the keep your hair back, that thing flew off.
The hairband.
Right. And by the time the
So
teacher the teacher saw my slap first.
Of course.
Yeah. So it was a little
You were
bad.
like, this is
me. I don't just be hitting women now. I slap a kid.
Oh yeah, I fuck a kid up. Yeah, cause fuck them. But let me tell you something. When you were young, cause I like, you know how your parents be like, "Yo, you were so sweet as a baby until you got older, whatever." I told my people, I said, life happens when you get out in these streets. Because when you're a child, you with your cousins, you with your family or whatever, and everybody's being kind and sweet to you. But as soon as you go to daycare or elementary, them niggas ain't raised like you. So you got to fight because these niggas will come and snatch your shit. Boy, listen, I was a fighter, but it wasn't like, I wasn't, because people like, you was a bully. No, I wasn't. If you started with me, I would finish it. I would never start, but trust me, if you start, I'm going to fuck you up.
Right.
So let's just.
But that's the only time you get a pass. The only time you get a pass to hit somebody or be disrespectful is when you're small, 1, 2, 3 years old, you get a pass, and when you get old, when you're in your 90s, because when you're older, ain't nobody gonna really do nothing. I can't wait. When I'm 90 years old, I'm gonna disrespect everybody. Call you out your name. Put my hand, because you ain't gonna do nothing to no 93-year-old. You know what I'm saying? Would you beat up a 93-year-old woman and she calls you, "Hey, bitch, shut your dumb ass up"? Would you hit her? She's 93, Michelle. Would you beat up a 93-year-old?
I might. Cause nigga, you old enough to know better, bitch. You've been here long. You've been here a couple of decades. You know,
93 is handicapped in a walker, can't drive.
Yeah, you add extra sauce to it, nigga. You can't add the extra sauce. You said the bitch was old. You just add extra sauce. Like, nigga, I would knock the Blue Cross blue shit out of the bitch. I don't give a fuck. Don't be talking to me crazy.
Damn, you a fighter for real.
Listen,
keep my mama away from you.
I don't fuck with people, so it's just like, if I'm not bothering you, don't bother me. But if you start, nigga, I'm definitely going to finish. Now, because listen, if she's that older, I might not punch her, but I might smother the fuck out of her. I'll get a pillow or something. You know, she'll leave peacefully, but she gonna leave. So I'm just saying.
Damn, you cold.
All right, we got. If you could create a lame superhero, what would their name be, and what would be their lame superpower?
Let me see. Lame superhero. That's funny. Okay, if I could, what would their name be, and what would be their superpower?
Mm-hmm.
The corny dude. That's what his name would be. The corny dude, and what his superpower would be is the corny dude that dye his beard. He's an old nigga, but he dye everything. He old, like that, 80 years old, but he's still trying to dress like he in his 20s. It'd be that nigga, the corny dude. Got 3 or 4 chains on. The nigga got braids, cornrows still. Because I see a lot of them dudes. Nigga, you're 83 and you're still trying to be young, messing with these young women. It'd be that nigga. And his superpower would be he could take all the old niggas and dye their hair black, give them cornrows, big ass chains. But it'd be that fake jewelry with the fake diamonds in there.
Okay.
He's still going to the club. Still hollering at the young hoes. It'd be that. because I see a lot of them niggas all the time.
Facts.
They so corny and lame. Nigga, leave this 25-year-old. Now, Al Pacino, 80. I'm not saying a rich nigga that's going to take a young chick, get her pregnant, and take care of her life. I'm talking about these young niggas that ain't got nothing still.
That part. And look, and they spend they mama basement. Be like, nigga, you gonna
Right.
ever leave me?
Those niggas. The corny dude.
Okay. So, all right. Name 3 items you would purchase to make a cashier feel uncomfortable.
Plan B.
Okay.
Some tampons and some what was that? The vaginal itch cream.
Oh, okay. You just all kinds of okay.
And so she had to get rid of the baby.
Uh-huh.
And she was bleeding.
Right.
And the coochie was irritated.
So you was very methodical and structured with your answer. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, I was.
All right, we are moving on to GMG. That stands for what grinds your gangster. Name one of your pet peeves.
Oh man. When a woman says grand rising king, can't stand that. That's one of my pet peeves.
Uh-oh.
I can't stand it.
Listen.
Because that's with the locks and the dreads and just want to tell me what I'm not eating right and the oils I should be putting on me. Grand rising king. I can't stand that. I'm not your
Listen.
king.
I hate that. Like I got grand rising. You said what?
GRK.
GRK.
And don't abbreviate it too. I'm really mad.
I hate that, like the grand rising queen. I hate that. I hate that with a passion. And you're right with the but see, I call the people call whatever the dread people. I call them dingy-nites because they dingy, and they always just look like they always look dingy as fuck, bro. Like I don't know if they stink or not, but they look dingy as fuck, and they always gonna have Egyptian musk somewhere.
Yep.
Prime example. No shade though, right? Look, so what's the nigga name? Lenny Kravitz, right?
Uh-huh.
So I was watching Sherry Shepherd's show a couple of weeks ago, and Sherry Shepherd was like, "Yo, Lenny Kravitz, he's so fine. I hope he come on the show. I can't wait to meet him." And da da da. So then she goes on. She was like, "You know who lucky?" She was like, "That Lisa Bonet is lucky as hell because she was with both of them. She lucky as hell. She was with Jason Momoa. She was with Lenny Kravitz, and she was like, I wonder how she got him." And then I thought about it. I was like, she got them because they dingy nice. Dingy nice usually unify together because Lisa Bonet dingy too, bruh. Like, come on.
Yes, she is.
They all dingy together. I'm just like, and normally, because look, if you go to a room and you see a whole bunch of different ethnicities, but you see a black person, you're going to gravitate towards your black person. So, if I'm dingy, I'm going to gravitate to other dingy niggas. That's what I'm just saying.
Right.
So that's my theory. She was dingy. So we are moving on to opera that thing out. This is where you pick any song that you know at least one verse to, and you sing it in your best opera voice. It could be a rap song, a theme song, nursery rhyme, whatever you got.
Okay, my best opera voice. I don't like no whips and chains. You can't tie me down, but you can whip your loving on me, baby. Whip your loving on me. I am Charger, baby. I choke you, but I ain't no killer, baby.
That's how you do that thing. That's what I'm talking about. You had the octaves. I heard them.
I put it out. Yeah, I do that. I'm a professional singer too.
Hey, I believe you.
Yeah, I do that thing. Grand Rising Kings.
Okay. Unite. So we are moving on. Last but not least is our game, Sing-a-Doo. Sing-a-Doo is a family-friendly game that all can play. It's a music game me and my homeboy, DJ All-Star, created over the quarantine. So we have different categories. We have hip-hop, R&B, greatest hits, pop Billboard hits, country rock, sing and do favorites, old school, TV themes, and party and dance hits. So what you're doing, you're singing the melody of the song, which you can only use the word do. And then you have to guess what I'm doing. So I'm going to do a couple of songs and see if you can guess them. Then I'm going to hold the card up for you to do something and I'll guess them. And then we're going to be out of here. All right. First one is hip hop and R&B. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
Monica.
What's the name of the song?
We are face to face.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. That's before you walk out of my life. All right.
Yep.
All right, next one. This is. I'm gonna try to see. How old are you?
43.
You should know this one. Okay, this is a TV theme. All right. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. 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 Do 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 do. Do 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 do. You ain't gonna get it. You damn sure ain't gonna get it.
I ain't gonna get it.
Animaniacs.
Oh, it's the Animaniacs. Duh. Damn. I should have got that though.
See, my dudes was right. You were just going.
No, your dudes was right.
All right. All right. Last one. Old school.
Okay.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do
Not
do.
sexy. Doing about.
Here we
Come on now. That was that old chick I used to date. Barbara Bethune-Cookman.
So let me. Okay, so I'm gonna pull the card up to the camera. Once you find a song in there, you can do. Let me know, and I'll try to guess it. If I need to move the card, just let me know.
All right, I got it.
Okay.
Do 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 do.
What's love got to do with it?
Come on now, because it's my voice. You gonna guess everything I put out there.
Come on, let me tell you something. Tina Turner. That's I've been singing Tina Turner. I've been singing What's Love Got to Do with since I was 3 years old, and I bullshit you not. That was my first song I ever learned in life. My mom told me, she was like, nigga, everybody was singing The Wheels on the Bus Go Round and Round. She was like, your ass over there, what's love got to do? That ass here. She was like, if I would have known how ignorant you was, I would have filmed you then. Well, all right, let's see. Next one.
Come on, bring it on. Let's see. Scoot it over a little bit to your other. Okay.
Okay.
All right, come on. All right. Don't. 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 Oh. Don't. 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 Don't.
This hip hop, right?
Don't. Yep. Don't.
Dr. Dre something?
Don't. 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 Don't.
I don't know.
Don't.
What is it?
What's up? Shut up.
Oh, come on.
What's up? Shut up. Come on now.
You had a little bit of the news. Yeah, okay. The internet was internet before. That's why I.
Oh, that's what it was. Because I sound like all the records.
All right. Last one.
Doom doom doo doo. Do 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 do.
Okay. Ain't nobody love me better.
Do. Come on now. I sound like the record. Come on.
Okay, you got your dues up.
Better than me. Shaka Khan. Let's go.
Well, that is how you play Sing-A-Doo. If anybody wants to get it, you can get it at singadoo.com. And Chris, I appreciate you for being on the show. Please let everybody know how to find you again. What shows you have coming up. If you have merch that you're selling, tell them how to get in contact with you.
Hey, man, you can find me on Instagram at It's Chris Sneed. You can get your low-key bless keychains. I'm the prize keychains and your low-key cute keychains. You can go to my Instagram and find that. I got some shows coming up, man. Improv, Comedy Store, Laugh Factory, Funny Bone, Virginia Beach, Crypto.com Arena, SoFi Stadium in LA, the T-Mobile Arena. Just go to my Instagram. You can see what I'm doing, man, and follow me at It's Christine. Check out my Shot of the Days and watch out for my Netflix special coming out this year in November. I Need Urgent Care. And that's it, man. We moving. We got some things going. We popping.
Talking about, wait a minute. So you said you had a low key blessed keychain. Where the shirts at? Because I need to rock that.
You need a low key blessed shirt? I got those too.
Oh, well, that's what. Listen, I need one in every color because you know what I'm saying. The struggle be real, but I do be low key blessed though.
Yeah, I got you. Just send me a DM and rock it on your next show. I got you.
That'll work. And that has been another episode of Kandid Kisses TV. Make sure you tune in on all streaming platforms Monday, Thursday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll holla.
We holla. All right, Michelle.
What singer do? Hey, what singer do? Hey, yo. What singer do? What singer do? Hey, cuz. What singer do, cuz? Singer do is a music game that all can play. All you have to do is sing the melody of the song on the card using only the word do.
Do. Same genre. Do.
What?
Do. 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 Do do
Kick off my shoes and relax my feet. Just kick it.
Do
do do do do do.
We'll make you do do.
You got your family and they need you there. But I try to resist being last on your list. But no other girl's gonna do.
Order your copy today at singadude.com.